Meditation is supposed to be a process that fills your cup, something that connects you to yourself, and for some of us even to a source, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you practice. But if you feel like meditation is very effortful, if it's just something that stresses you out because you have to do it, or if it's something that just is boring to you, then this video might be for you. So a lot of times when we get into meditation and we first read about it, what we hear is that we should be making it a routine to meditate daily. And yes, that has a lot of amazing benefits. Making it a habit is also very, very great because it will make it easier and easier with time to keep doing it. And meditating daily just has so many amazing benefits and consequences. And there's entire books written on it. But if you just find it super hard to get into the habit of doing it and making it a routine is just extremely, extremely effortful for you, then play with the idea of not forcing yourself. Play with the idea of not wanting even to make it a routine or a habit. Take that pressure off and just schedule a time during the day, for example, the morning or in the evening, where you could meditate if you wanted to, but you don't have to. And every single day before you sit down to meditate, you ask yourself, do I actually want to do this today? Do I feel like it? Or do I just feel pressured to do it? And do I actually not want to do it? If the answer is the latter, then don't, and do something else to fill your time that makes you happy in that moment, or that fills your cup, or makes you feel connected to yourself, whatever that is. Or just take a nap, take a rest, whatever you need to do to fill your time and feel good. But give yourself the option to not have to do it. The pressure needs to be taken off. And what usually happens, at least for me and for a few of my friends as well, is that with time, if it's no longer a pressure, intrinsic motivation starts to develop, and you will find yourself meditating more often and actually wanting to do it, which makes the entire process filled with so much more joy, and you won't be sitting there the entire meditation fighting yourself on if you even want to be here, if you even want to be doing this or not. And not having this fight with yourself during the meditation means that you can be way more present and way more loving and soft with yourself during the meditation and connect more deeply to your breath and to yourself. Battling with yourself constantly while you're sitting there meditating will drain you, especially if you do that every single day. So try to make meditation truly something that fills you. So try for a while and just see what happens. If it doesn't work for you and you're the type of person that really needs routine to build a habit, then go for that. But I think for a lot of us, it's quite hard. So just play with that and see if it works for you. The second tip I kind of have is to play with the idea of the time frame. Same with like making it a daily routine or a daily habit. A lot of times when we start out with meditation, we also hear that we should be doing it at the same time every day and for the same time amount, which again has so many positive consequences and effects. It really is great to do exactly that. And I want to also give you another option though, which is set yourself maybe the same time every single day, so morning or evening. But then before you sit down, not only ask yourself, do I want to sit down or not to meditate, but also ask yourself, for how long do I want to meditate today? Because your body might give you different answers every single day. You might need something else every single day, and you're starting to train yourself to listen to your mind, to listen to your emotions and your body, and to unify the answers and actually listen to yourself, which over the long haul will lead to more self-trust and more self-love. But that's just another positive effect that can come of this. The most important thing is just that you won't force yourself to do anything again. And what you can do, for example, is that you set yourself a timer for 30 minutes or an hour or however long you want, and you can tell yourself within these 30 minutes or an hour, I can meditate for as long as I want, I can stop whenever I want. And what that does is that, again, it takes the pressure off. And like I said, you start listening to yourself. So you can ask yourself, do I want to meditate for 20 minutes today? Let's try that, set a timer. But if you want to stop earlier, then do that. And what happens oftentimes is that when there's no pressure to get to a certain time amount, we actually start being more present when we meditate, and we start enjoying it, and we want to do it longer. And so play around with that idea. Just try that out for a few days or a few weeks to really see how your body reacts to that. Again, this is not a thing that will work out for everyone because some people just work best when they force themselves, but me personally, I'm all for a softer approach, so play around with that. What happened for me is that it just reignited my love for meditation over time, because I had a period where I used to meditate every single day for 30 minutes, and then I had a period of about half a year where I just could not meditate. I could not sit down. I could not force myself. It was impossible for me to do. And it was because I was so stuck in my head about how long I should be doing it and how often, and it became more of a job, a chore, rather than something that I legit enjoyed. And it should be something that I, most of the time at least, enjoy. Of course, when I make it a habit and I meditate every day, I'm not gonna sit down every day and be super excited. Meditation is also about working with emotions like disappointment and boredom and all of these things, and that's why we tell each other to meditate daily, so that we can work and sit with these emotions as well. But when you're just getting into meditation and it's hard for you to keep it up, then try to make it something where you see the positive benefits first before you try to work with other things that might be more difficult for you in the beginning, if that kind of makes sense. The third tip I have, obviously, is to try different kinds of meditation. So you can do guided meditations or just sit by yourself, but that is not the only thing. You can also meditate with music or binaural beats or yoga music, but you could also, if you hate sitting still and you cannot do that, try yoga, because that's a movement meditation and a practice. Or you could also try to do meditative walks instead of sitting around, because you can then focus on how the earth feels underneath your feet, how it sounds, how it smells. You can get more in touch with nature, which is also maybe something that helps you connect more deeply to an outside source, but also yourself. So those are all kind of ways to get your body moving and to make it also easier for you to get into your body and connect with your body and connect with your breath. Because that's also something that some of us might have an issue with when we just start out, is that it's super hard to even focus on the body or focus on the breath. So some of us, when we start doing maybe body scan meditations, for example, or trying to feel the breath all the way down to the toes, we can't even feel our feet, for example, or feel our legs and feel how the breath is traveling through that. So doing moving meditations is really helpful then in the beginning. Some other ideas are that you just meditate as a rule every single time you wash the dishes or every single time you brush your teeth. That's also a different type of meditation. What's really important to say here is that when you're meditating, meditation is supposed to be a reminder to be more mindful throughout the day. It's supposed to be a training and a reminder. It's not supposed to be the only time during the day where you slow down and become more mindful of your surroundings and of yourself. Meditation is a great practice, but it is not supposed to be your only practice. So your daily life should be inspired by the meditation you, for example, do in the morning or in the evening. So if you don't want to sit down for 30 minutes or you feel like you don't have the time for it, that's cool, because your daily life should be the entire meditation, if that makes sense. So try to pick small activities that you do on a daily basis and meditate with those. And having that mindset might really help you to get into it and lead a more mindful life. The last thing I wanted to say was to remember why you're meditating. And for a lot of us, we're doing this for ourselves, right? We have different reasons for doing it, but in the end, we should be doing this for ourselves, not for someone else or because someone else told us to. So meditation, if it's for you, should also be tailored to you. It should be tailored to your needs. It should be tailored to how you change throughout your life and every single day. So meditation might look and sound and feel different to you every single day, and that is completely fine. And learning to listen to your body is what's going to help you figure out every single day what you need and what you want to do. Your practice can vary, so be kind to yourself. Some days meditation is going to be easy, some days it's not going to be, and that's okay. And since it's going to feel different every day anyways, maybe that will spark some curiosity every single day to figure out how it's going to be today. And if listening to yourself means that you're going to meditate at the same time every day for the same time amount in the same position, then that's that. But for some of us, that's not the case, and that's completely okay. You have the freedom to choose how you will meditate, where you will meditate, and when. Meditation should be something that liberates you, not something that cages you in and forces you to do something specific. So choose you over pressure and expectations that you have of yourself or someone else might have of you. If you have any more tips or comments on how to meditate or how you got into the habit of it, leave them down below. I would be really interested, and I'm sure we can help each other out. Any thoughts or questions, please also drop them down below, and I hope you're all well, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.